Hello, Gwen with Actionstep here with a quick video on creating tasks in Actionstep. There are a few different ways to create tasks in Actionstep. To get started, we will create a one-off task. I've selected the Quick Create button in the top right-hand corner, and I'm going to select Task. Okay, so this is going to create a single instance of a task. So basically, this is a task that I want to assign myself or another user on the fly, just to make sure that they complete something, pay attention to something, really just whatever I want their attention to focus on. So I might go ahead and say, and then from there I can populate a longer description, or I can use the description that I entered in my task name. I can also create quick codes to allow me to template out some of my descriptions. I can indicate a priority or assign this task to another user, and I can also indicate a due date. So it's going to default to the current day, but I'll go ahead and give myself 1 day to complete this. You can also create relative due dates. So for example, if I had a signing date associated with one of my matters, I might decide that I'd like to assign a task that's due 2 days before the signing date. I can absolutely do that. And I can also indicate whether I would like to create a time entry when this task is completed. So I will go ahead and say that I would like to do that. And then from there, I'll select Save. Okay, so that's one way to create tasks in Actionstep. Another way is to enter tasks into your Actionstep workflows and assign them on step changes. So here I can see if I move to the pre-filing investigation stage of my workflow, I'm assigned 2 tasks. I can choose whether or not I would like to have those tasks assigned to myself. So we can see that those tasks are optional. And once I do change steps, those tasks are assigned to me. So to add a workflow task to Actionstep, I'm going to go into the admin section, select matter types, and then select the matter type in question. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and select workflow, and then I'm going to select the step that I would like to associate my task with. So I might go ahead and say that I would like to associate it with that pre-filing investigation step. From here, I want to make sure under step actions that tasks are turned on. And then scrolling down, I should see the opportunity to create a task. So I'm going to go ahead and say create new task. Okay, so from here, I'm going to decide who I would like to assign this task to. So I'm going to go ahead and say paralegal. I can enter a task name. So I might say, and I'll put the same information in my description. And again, if I choose to, I can select a quick code from here. I can indicate whether that task is required and what priority I would like to assign to that task. Okay, so from here I can also do things like indicate the due date. Since the tasks are going to be assigned on the step change, you do have to create some sort of relative due date for this task. So for example, the basic due date would be 1 weekday after the step change date. So that would mean that when I change steps, that task is assigned and it becomes due the next day. I can control how this works. So I might say, a weekday before the next step change, or again, I can put in the relative task information. So I might say, again, 2 days before signing meeting or date closed, anything like that. I can also associate my data collections, document templates, or tags with my task. From here, I'll go ahead and select Save. Okay, so once I have that task created, I can go ahead and move to that step in a workflow, and I will see that the Review Documents task will be assigned to whoever is in that paralegal role. In addition to being able to add your tasks to your workflow, you can also add notifications for those tasks. So for example, if I am the attorney on a matter and I would like to make sure that the documents are reviewed, I might go ahead and assign a reminder to the responsible attorney when the task is completed. So I'm going to get a notification when my paralegal completes that task. That's a really handy little feature that is available in our workflow task functionality. Okay, so the third option for creating tasks would be to do that via our Outlook plugin. So for example, I can see here that I have a email written to a coworker of mine. And then from there, if I would like to remind myself to complete a task based on an email that I'm sending or an email that I'm receiving, I can select the three dots in the bottom right-hand corner of my email, select Action Step, and then find the matter in question. So if I have a matter associated with this task, I can go ahead and assign that here. And I'm going to go ahead and create that task and say, and I can enter a description from there if I'd like to as well. And then I'll select Save. All right, so I've created a task in my action step system directly from my Outlook inbox. This is a really helpful tool for users who do need to enter information into action step, but find themselves working primarily in their email inbox. That's all that I have for today. For more information on tasks, please see our Action Step Help Center or reach out to Action Step support. Thank you so much.